If you have been sending out millions of resumes to employers but not having heard back from any of them, be careful. You might have met the ghost. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Spring is here, the weather is lovely and delightful for sure. But for people in the workplace, spring is also to be seen as the hottest job-seeking season of the year, which is so-called 金三银四. But there is a weird thing being in the job market for a recent couple of years, that many job seekers have applied to thousands of jobs but never heard back anything from companies who look like desperate for candidates. So, if the same thing happened to you as well, just stop being self-loathing or discouraged for a second, since it probably doesn't mean that you are not good enough, but there is a good chance that you have been flooded by the ghost jobs. According to the recent research by Greenhouse, about 20% of the jobs on its sites were ghost jobs, or jobs that companies do not intend to fill. Not just Greenhouse, one of the largest job platforms in the world, LinkedIn, also found their site has potentially 1.6 million ghost jobs, while the total amount of the job listing is 4.7 million, almost took 1/3 of it. Specifically in China's labor market, we couldn't find any ghost job-related reports or data released by those popular hiring platforms. But if we look into social media, we can still see plenty of complaints about ghost jobs and how they extensively ruin our job seeking experience. Unlike some recruitment frauds that trick you into a workplace and ask you to pay money for training, or the companies are simply not real, ghost jobs are actually not scams. They're from the real companies, but the so-called openings don't in fact exist. The companies don't intend to actually fill the role because they simply don't need a person to do the work at the moment. But it doesn't make any sense, right? If they don't need people to do the job, then why they hire? Well, the first reason could be to indicate they're in a healthy growth. A survey from Clarify Capital found that 43% of the hiring managers posting ghost job is to create the illusion that the company is still thriving, even though they're probably just laid off a big batch of people. You may have noticed the news that Mercedes China has been laying off up to 15%, but at the same time, we can still see they are actively posting job ads on basically any job boards. And Mercedes is saying cutting off labor is not because they're in trouble, but they're trying to catch up the industry trend by optimizing the efficiency. Optimizing efficiency, that's totally PR talk. I'm not saying that all those new openings are fake, but if you look at the Mercedes 2024 annual report, the total amount of the employees is down by 2,000 this year comparing to the previous year. Well, the data implies itself. CNBC's opinions also indicate that by leaving up the dead-end job openings, companies could send a positive signal to their clients, investors, even to their competitors that they're doing great. Just like basically everybody on the dating apps, people tend to keep their profiles up even they're not actively looking for a real relationship. Because it would be just nice to just keeping our options open. And let's admit it, it's kind of interesting to spend some time checking out others' profiles as well. Well, companies are no different. Companies are aware that the right talent won't happen to be out there whenever the job is ready. So they have to plan ahead by creating a ghost opening to attract candidates into their talent pool. CNBC's report shows some companies don't know the salary range or the skill sets required for a certain position, so they're posting the job to get that data throughout the whole recruitment rehearsal process, like collecting resumes and arranging a couple of phone interviews with no further follow-ups. According to The Guardian, some companies posting fake jobs for a disturbingly evil reason to deceive their current employees. The Guardian points out these companies are pretending to recruit new talents to let their existing employees think their workload will be released by upcoming guys, so the current team won't be crushed in a short moment. Also, 62% of the job posters admitted ghost job could cause panic for the existing employees that they might be replaceable by new hires, and they probably will start to work harder to keep their jobs. That's not motivation, that's Although anonymous research indicates that ghost jobs do in fact exist, and there are so many of them in the job market, therefore they cannot be neglected. Companies won't admit officially to the public of doing such things because, well, obviously it would hurt a company's brand. So, won't they play any price on that? Well, sadly, they really don't. Like we said before, ghost jobs are not scams. In order to post those ghosts, company will need to register an account on job platforms. And most of the platforms require companies to provide a bunch of legal documents, such as credit rating, bank account information, business license, and etc., to finish the whole registration process. So the company you eventually saw on the job board, they are real, they do exist, and most of them are running in a normal manner. The whole registration process is free of charge on basically every job site. And then what about posting jobs? Is it free too? We're taking the Boss as an illustration. The official website of Boss shows the total stock of job posting per account is 150, and there is no limit amount for how many jobs an account could post per day, unless the posting require Boss's promotions such as urgent hiring or prioritized display. Then it would need to pay extra for one-time service or for the VIP membership throughout the year. But again, ghost jobs are not real. Why would they need a paid promotion service? So as long as not exceeding the total amount of 150 postings, companies can literally post as many as ghost jobs for 0 penny. Once the job is out there for 30 days, which is the effective duration of one posting, they can always take it down, close it, and reopen a new one. Again, no cost at all. So it looks like ghost jobs are inevitable, but here are a few ways we can try to scan them out. First, cross-check the timing. Although some job boards have set up the effective duration for a job ad, others may not have the same policy, so just cross-check the same position on different job sites. According to research, it takes average 44 days for companies to fill an open position. So if you saw that certain position has been there for 2 months and more, there is a good chance you have found a ghost job. Second, look out the vague titles and job descriptions. CNBC indicates that if the title of the role looks weird, it may be a red flag for it being a ghost job. In the context of Chinese, titles like 合伙人, 操盘手 should raise your concerns as well. Also, Forbes suggests to be careful about the job description because a real talent-wanted job posting should include qualifications and responsibilities of the role as detailed as possible. If the description is too simple or look like a generic template, you should give it a second thought before actually click the apply button. And the last, do your due diligence. Whether there's a saying as a ghost job or not, I do not encourage you to drop the application indiscreetly and exclusively on the job boards. Checking on the news of the target company. Do they have a big layoff? Do they freeze their headcount? Do they have a good year? And if you are interested in a certain role posted a while ago, contact the company directly to see if they still have it open. If they don't return your email, that indicates the role has either been filled or they just don't care. So just leave it be. And it's a good thing too because you have saved yourself time. Just don't rely on simply applying to the online job ads. As a job seeker, it can be frustrating to waste time applying for jobs that don't exist. So please build your personal relationships and leverage your network. By creating a solid personal brand, employers will seek you out instead of the other way around. So good luck everyone on your job hunting, and I hope you all can get your dream jobs. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and you are welcome to leave any of your comments and feedbacks down below. See ya!